Hello everyone, I am back with another video. Welcome to another episode of the many home video releases up series, where we talk about a certain film in my collection. Now I own nearly all of its original releases and then some. So today I decided to go for one movie that I actually was thinking about for quite a while, but it took quite a bit to do considering I had to find at least three versions of the movie. So it was pretty hard. But today we're going to be talking about Disney's classic film, Cinderella. Initially released back in 1950, it became their biggest hit at the time. And it was actually needed because by the mid to late 40s, the Disney studio was in $4 million in debt following World War II, where a lot of their international markets were closed down because of World War II. And so they had to diversify into other mediums, live action, package films, and of course later television would help. But by the time Cinderella came out, it was their first fairy tale since Snow White, and it was their biggest hit since Snow White. Apart from Dumbo, all their other films were financial flops, which was a big disappointment. Um, yeah, but let's begin with its original release on VHS. Well, and Laserdisc, but you get what I mean. So here we have the original VHS of Cinderella, released October 4th, 1988, as part of the Walt Disney Classics line, of course. Um, Apparently, the release had a promotion with a free lithograph reproduction for those who pre-ordered the video before it's released. Um, it was actually one of Disney's most requested films of its time, and Disney initially shipped 4.3 million copies to retailers, but due to strong consumer demand, more than 7 million were shipped. But at the time of its initial release, it was the best selling VHS title until it was overtaken by E.T.'s initial release. But after it was released, well, put back into moratorium on April 30th, 1989, over 7 million copies were sold, and Disney grossed 108 million in terms of revenue. So, cannot deny how Cinderella became quite impacting for Disney. So what's notable also about this release is that this contained one of the earliest tapes to have a trailer on it. I mean, Disney did trailers back then in the early to mid 80s, but those were just like advertisements for other home video releases. This has a theatrical trailer for their upcoming Disney animated film, Oliver and Company. And since then, they've been adding up trailers to their movies since. Now, as for the print they use here, this is actually using their re-release print from, I believe it was 1987. Let me take a look at my research. Yeah, I believe 1987. Disney was starting to doing that when they were doing their home video releases. Once their final theatrical release, they would be releasing it on VHS not long after. And I suspect this is using its 1987 theatrical re-release print. As it is an early Disney release, it has an oversized sticker label. Sadly, mine has been peeling, so I gotta fix that. But yeah, here's the label. Pretty standard Disney label at the time. The Classics Rhombus Diamond and all. Sadly, mine does not contain a print date, but I'm not the only one that does. A lot of tapes of them didn't have a print date, but this is another like classics release you can easily get. It's kind of hard to find, but it's definitely one you can easily collect for. But yeah, there's that one. So yeah, since 1989, Cinderella has been released. Well, since. However, then on October 4th, 1995, it was released as part of the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. Disney shipped more than 50 million copies, of which 8 million were sold in its first month, believe it or not. Which, Jesus Christ, people just can't get enough of Cinderella. I will admit, I bet it was because of how successful Disney was doing at the time when it comes to home video. I mean, Now, before then, on March 3rd, of course, The Lion King was released onto VHS, and that exploded. And of course, after the teaser trailer for Pocahontas, it contained a trailer for the upcoming VHS release of Cinderella. So, I guess it makes sense considering how excited people can be. What's notable here is that this is a digitally remastered version. There is a deluxe edition as well on VHS, but also on Laserdisc, which contains a making of documentary. Here's the tape itself. Of course, it uses a silkscreen label. Printed June 19th, 1995. I believe it will go back in the vault sometime around mid-1996, but since then, this is another tape that's easy to find. But then on October 4th, 1990, let me rephrase that. On October 4th, 2005, Disney would release it on DVD for the first time as part of the Platinum Edition. Once again, digitally remastered using THX technology. It was the 6th installment of the Platinum Edition series. Apparently, according to Home Media Magazine, Disney sold over 3.2 million copies in its first week, which earned over 64 million in sales. What's notable here is that this had a VHS release. I was so close to getting it once, but sadly I missed out. But I'll still look for it if I can. It's actually one of the final Disney releases, or the Disney Platinum editions to be released on VHS. The very last one, I believe, was The Little Mermaid. Yeah, I believe it was. This is a wonderful set. Great transfer. Of course, it is. Is it THX? No, it's actually not THX mastered. Never mind. Yeah, it was digitally mastered. Straight from the archives. Here we got the discs. I always like this kind of disc artwork. The disc itself, there's no background. It's just, the logo, the lettering, the characters. No background. It would have been cool if some other companies did that. I mean, they did, but it was just like one color only. So, anyway, here's the DVD guide. Talks about many bonuses, the restoration. The noisiest film they have restored at the moment. Of course, using their Disney home theater mix, 5.1 surround sound. Overall, it's a wonderful set. I personally recommend you get it. It's another, as it is also successful, it's easily available anywhere. And my Blu-ray drive just closed on itself. That's just weird. But as it will later go back into the Disney Vault on January 31st, 2008, along with its sequels. So people definitely had a lot more time when it came to its release on DVD. So, but then on October 2nd, 2012, Disney would release the film for the first time on Blu-ray as part of the Diamond Edition. I want to let you know, the DVD here is not included. I got mine used, but I don't really mind it. But yeah, it was also included as a 6-disc jewelry box set along with its sequels. Of course, it would also have its own single disc DVD edition. Nothing much on it. What's notable here is it comes with the Tangled short, Tangled Ever After. It initially premiered alongside the Disney Digital 3D viewing of Beauty and the Beast as the short film before the film began. So it's nice that they would include it here. It's a good short. Straight from a good movie. So lucky me, lucky me. And overall, it's a great set. It takes brings back a lot of the bonus features from the Platinum Edition, and the new stuff ain't had bad neither. I wish it did have a bit more when it comes to the new bonus features though. But either way, it's still a really good set, and the restoration on here is wonderful. Clarity, Great color, great balancing, clarity, wonderful high definition sound. It has the enhanced home theater mix as well. So this also contains Disney's second screen. You can basically interact it with your iPod, laptop. You can make your own personal digital storybook and send it to friends. I bet it doesn't work anymore considering, but anyway, here's the Blu-ray in the digital copy. Again, like I said, I do not own it on DVD. Well, this version of the DVD, but anyway, here's the Blu-ray guide. Talks about many of the bonus features and the second screen. Of course, upcoming releases of Peter Pan and The Little Mermaid. Of course, I own The Little Mermaid. Then, in June 18th, 2019, Cinderella was re-released onto Blu-ray as part of the Signature Edition to celebrate the film's, I believe, 70th anniversary. And I believe that release is still available to own. And of course, Cinderella is available on Disney Plus, so you got your options. And there you have it. These are the original releases of Cinderella on home video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving coming up. If you guys want to see some other movies like this where I talk about its initial releases, comment down below. Hopefully we'll be able to do it if I'm able to get some of my favorite movies onto home video. I only own a few on all three platforms, VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray, but I'll definitely try my best at it. But until then, be careful. Be safe. That's all I pretty much have to say.